both happy to be here. We were just sharing. My name is cmeaganmichael. I am a seer, a seeker, a visionary, and a medium. And joining me today is my awesome friend, co-admin for high vibrational events and high vibrational mastery, which is like all my businesses and stuff. And I just adore her with all my heart and soul. And it's Kimmie Siegl. So please join me in welcoming Kimmie.
Hello, hello.
You are my official guest on Spirit Collabs too. But I want to share with everyone, first of all, can you please share it out for us? Because normally Kimmie is the one that just shares it out everywhere. And right now, Kimmie is unable to do that. So if whoever's drawn, and I'm going to share it out to a couple of, well, my group and her group for starters. At least if we have those down, we know we have the basics. Hi, Dad. Are you here with us? I'm just checking the watch. Oh, yeah. Dad's watch is running. I knew that. I knew he was going to be here tonight. Can you see that?
Yeah. Dale is here too.
I love that. And so is my mom. And we'll talk about that in just a moment. But all right. So let me put Trixie, you're in a bad place right now, honey. All right. Okay. Heather says, okay, looking forward to it. Excellent. Let me go to our live here. Actually, let me do this. All right. Trixie, get down, honey, please. Please, sweet cat. Okay, cat. She's giving me cat butt. She's giving me cat butt. She's like, I'm just going to give you the whole butt area right here, and I'm going to glue myself to the desk. I'm not moving.
Mine right before you came on, right before I came on here, mine jumped on the desk and scattered the cards everywhere.
I love it. All right. Right now, I am going to go ahead and share. Oh, thank you for the 2 shares. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. John. Hi, John. Welcome. Oh, Linda, thank you so much for sharing. Thank you, Linda Ernest and John Thaddeus Fiore. You guys are amazing.
If somebody could share to Gifting Your Spirit and Rainbow Journey.
I'm going to share to Rainbow Journey and see Trixie. Ooh. Oh.
Trixie, little boo-boo, behave.
She's honestly, all she's doing is spreading out all over the desk. She's kind of keeping herself compact so I don't remove her. But then as soon as she gets a chance, she just sprawls, which is not good because it's on my keyboard. All right. High Vibrational Events presents. Vibrational Events presents Spirit Collabs.
Hey, I can see comments.
I knew you would. Isn't that cool? Because I made you a co-host on. I'm so happy about that. Yep. On StreamYard, which is
just now. I was like, oh wow.
I'm so glad. That was meant to be. And Kimmie Siegl, aka Kimmie Oatman.
That's right. Yes.
That was really cool, Kim. I didn't realize when you told me about what is it? What was her name? Olive Oatman?
Olive Oatman, yes.
And then Oatman, Arizona, and then Diane was there with the donkeys in Oatman, Arizona. And then I didn't realize that Oatman was your maiden name. I knew you said that you were related, but I didn't actually know that was your maiden name. That's very cool.
Lakita donated.
Oh, thank you so much, Lakita. I will put you right down right after Heather. We have Heather first, and then we have Lakita. Thank you, my dear. Let me put you down on the list immediately. Okay, so I shared to, did I share anywhere yet? I think I did. Now I'm sharing a Rainbow Journey.
If you could please share out, we'd greatly appreciate it. I have only one device, so I can't share out today.
Yes, guys, please, if you are drawn, please share out for us today. We do need your assistance today for sharing. All right, let me just do that. Sorry about all the silence, everybody. All right. So at 7:17, which is what time is it now, Kimmie? Do you know?
7:07.
Okay. Really? Okay. My cell phone says 7:05. Well, when this alarm, Well, you know what? Whoever reaches 717 first. At 717, we are going to take a moment of silence. And that is to what I received while I was showering, which is from Spirit. And that is to honor my mom, who transitioned exactly 1 year ago today. And she went back to Spirit. So I've been really kind to myself today. I've just been like binge watching movies, you know, and that's what I've been doing with nothing, doing nothing of really important, just taking care of me, which is actually the most important thing I can do now that I think about it. It was also bark box day for my dogs, which means the dogs got treats and toys and the cats got stuff. And so it's been a nice day, but I allowed myself to feel like shit for a while. I did. But I knew
I
that I was going to be. When I invited you today and you said yes to be here with me tonight, I knew that we were going to be totally cool tonight. So I was like, all right, I'm allowing myself to to mourn or grieve or feel sad this afternoon, and then tonight, as we're high vibing,
Hi,
because it's
Chet.
always a choice. Sorry, go ahead.
No, that's okay. I was just saying hi to Cheddar.
Hi, Jenna. Yeah, it's always a choice. And you know what? If I choose to feel like, to feel sad again later, I can do that too if I want to. But I really don't want to. I did that already. Okay, I'm not really I think I'm sharing to Debbie's group. I'm not even sharing.
Yeah, I woke up this morning and I was going through memories and then I was sitting there going, okay, that's enough of this. You know, I said, okay, that's enough of this. And then I opened my phone and my memories were there. And it was the poem that I wrote when I finally decided to let Dale out of the crystal grid that I had made for him.
That was really profound.
Yeah,
If you want to share that, you can share that. I mean, that was deep.
that was something. For 9 months. I had totally focused on keeping him safe because he was in and out of nursing facilities and he had gotten injured in one and it was causing all kinds of physical problems.
Sure.
So I programmed my crystals and I set up a beautiful grid on my kitchen table in a beautiful dish. And I put him right in the middle of it, his picture. And I set the intentions that he was safe and that only good and pure were going to be allowed in to help him. And it was a very, very rocky 9 months, very rocky 9 months. And I was Linda. Okay, Linda.
I see that. Thank you so much, Linda. Are you able to put the comments on the screen too? I just thought I'd ask. I like doing it. It's part of my greatest joy. But I'm just saying, do you have the ability as well?
I don't think so.
No?
I don't
Okay.
want to touch anything.
Well, that's cool that you listen. We both have StreamYard. I'm just so glad that. Okay, so finish. Thank you very, very much, Linda. Thank you, Lakita. Thank you, Heather. Thank you, Linda. And we will find someone who needs it today, for sure.
So at that time,
Mhm.
that time, I was practicing going into trance.
Okay.
Into deep trance, and I had done it the day before, which would have been yesterday. I went into deep trance, and Dale came to me, and we were in this beautiful crystal cabin. I mean, it was just I even have a hard time describing it, how beautiful it was.
Wow.
It was like a log cabin, but it was made out of crystals. Even the windows were crystals, the floor, the ceilings, everything was crystals.
Wow. All right.
And he came up to me and he asked me, why am I in here? And I told him, I said, I made a grid to keep you safe. And then I knew that it was time to let him out of the grid. So I knew it was time for me to let go and let God, you know? And I came out of the trance and cried, of course.
Of course.
Cried a lot. And I took apart the grid, and that's when the poem came to me, and I wrote the poem.
Wow.
And he did hang around for a couple of more months after that, but I know for sure that was for me to adapt so that I could
I
actually
understand.
adapt to him going. So yeah, today was an emotional day. Started off emotional, and now it's just going to be wonderful and fun.
You know that's you
What I
and I seem to be
realized
very
out of that,
go ahead, please.
yeah, we're in sync. We are in sync. We're
Emotionally,
very
we are,
much in
even if we
sync.
don't talk, we're usually on the same, either high or low. It's the weirdest thing,
Thank
but it's
you. Thank you,
right.
Tita. Yeah.
Oh,
And what I realized out of that is
thank you.
how the law of attraction really works,
Hmm.
and that I had put my focus on keeping him safe for 9 months. And what you
Yes.
put your focus on is what you receive.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah, you were
So I
believing. You
firmly,
that's what you were, you created that grid and you were believing that he was safe and you kept him safe.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And he said, and then he was like, it's time
So
for me to go,
that's
right?
what I'm seeing for everything else. And I also noticed it in my spiritual path. I did not really focus on money. I didn't. Um, not until recently. I focused on everything spiritual. I couldn't get enough. So, I was blessed in that area where I kept getting more and more and more spiritual things. And I mean, the things that I've been receiving have been
Hmm.
astronomical as far as spiritually goes.
I
And
love that.
spirit's
Oh,
showing me that, it's okay to have prosperity in other things too,
there's nothing
not just
unspiritual
spiritual.
about there's nothing unspiritual about money. It's energy, just like all other forms of energy. It's just that we've been programmed to believe that money is the root of all evil and all those
Hmm.
other bogus programming that we've had in the past. You know, most
Yeah.
of us, probably not all of us, but I would say most of us. And in case I have to
So
share,
now I'm
so this
focusing.
happened. Say that again.
So now I'm focusing on prosperity in all areas of my life.
Exactly. Beautiful. Yes, all
Took me
abundance. It's
long
all
enough.
divine timing. Everything in divine timing.
Everything's divine timing. Yes.
Yep. We have to. Sometimes sometimes I judge myself and I think, why aren't you further on the path? But I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be. I've always been like an achiever. I don't like the word over, but like somebody that likes to do well. I mean, that's always been a thing for me. Even in school, I was really good at testing, and and I was always really smart. And anyway, so that for me was a thing, and it's still a thing to some extent. But I don't pressure myself too much. I mean, I recognize what I'm doing, and how about that? That's honest. I recognize when I'm doing it, and then I let it go as quickly as I can. You know, because I know there is no, and Heather's saying, yeah, money is itself is just a tool. It's the energy put behind it that makes the difference. And I love what you're saying. That makes so much sense. Let me see. I was waiting for. It came through as a request, Linda. And let me just share that with her. I'm just going to message it to her privately. Yep. Cool, cool, cool. Yeah, when you go to make a payment, there's a thing where you can request money or you can send money, and it's so easy to accidentally click request. And so sometimes that happens like once a week or something. So just letting you guys know, just be mindful. If you're gonna be awesome and send us a donation, we greatly appreciate it. Yeah. So thank you, thank you, thank you, and thank you. All right. So yeah, I want to. What time? Let me see what time it is. I'm gonna actually look.
It's 14 after.
Okay, is that like the atomic clock? Let me just see.
That's on
Oh,
my on my phone.
what time
Up
is?
now it's 15 after.
It's okay. Your phone is absolutely correct. Okay, because it's in total alignment with the with Google.
So you have
So
2 more minutes.
we have 2 minutes, guys, and then we're going to take a moment of silence. Thank you, Heather. Yeah, everybody's totally right. So that's what we're going to do. So, in honor of my mom transitioning a year ago today, in honor of Dale, right? In honor of any loved ones that any of us, I don't like to use the word lost because we didn't lose anybody, but that we miss, anyone that's
That we
already
miss.
transitioned before us. Is that good, Kim? That we miss,
Yes.
you know?
Yes.
Because I miss my mom. Even though she's here with us right now, as is my dad, which you can usually see by the watch moving, which it stopped, but it was moving anyway. But yeah, my mom is here with us too, but she's not here with us in the way that she would have been here when she was in the physical. And when I was writing on Facebook on my wall today, I realized that. So it's not that I'm missing the energy of my mom, because that's better than ever, and we're closer and she's here. But I'm missing my mom as I knew her in the physical, and also
Aw.
the connection that we
I'm sorry, Lakita.
Oh God, I'm so sorry. So you just lost your dad this year. I'm so sorry. Yeah. And Tina says my mom missed my mom. She transitioned in 2020. Yeah. And it's interesting. My mom had been diagnosed with COVID, but she had no symptoms, didn't, and then she wound up falling. And that's what happened. You know what I mean? Everybody chooses their own exit, their own way to go. You know what I mean? We all go in when we choose to go. That's actually a true statement there. you know, when we go when we want to go, and when we, as a soul, decide. Yeah. So and I have to. And Heather says the first anniversary of my dad's passing is coming up in May.
And yeah,
Yeah. And how long ago did Dale transition?
it'll be 2 years in a couple of months.
Yeah. It's I thought, and Christina is saying I miss my mom every day, every single day. And Kita saying my mom passed in 2007 from breast cancer. I'm sorry for that. My dad passed in 89. He transitioned in 89 from malpractice, actually, is really what it was. Yeah, that traumatized me for about 20 years. Yeah. So I know I'm not going to allow myself to go down the rabbit hole with my mom, because I'm just a whole different person in a whole different place. I was 23 years old when my dad left, and it was a shot. Time? Okay, guys, we're going to do a moment of silence now.
Yes.
Thank you, Kimmie. Let us know when it's 7:18.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, Spirit. And thank you, Mom. And thank you, everyone who joined us in a moment of silence or minute of silence. I did it in meditation. That's just my jam. I love meditation and trance and all that. I love that you saw Dale in trance. I apologize. I didn't mean to not address that. I was just typing something important pertaining to our show. But I think it's that's just an amazing vision that you had,
Yeah,
and how you connected
it
to him in that
was.
way. Anyway,
It
how I
was,
mean,
and it was.
please.
It was freaky at the same time.
I'll bet, right? Isn't it interesting when spirit, and I'd like to have an example for this, and I'm not sure if I will or I won't when I'm done with the sentence, but isn't it interesting when spirit tells us something that we absolutely didn't know or didn't see it from that perspective? And all of a sudden we're like, oh, I didn't see that. And you know that it wasn't your brain that thought of it. And you know that it was spirit that told you because you didn't have that perspective a moment ago. And suddenly you have clarity about maybe something that from somebody else's point of view or just from a whole different point of view. I know you know what I'm talking about, Kimmie, right? I feel
Yes.
like that's kind of what would happen, with the grid. All of a sudden you're like, oh, I didn't see it that way. Right? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, it's it's okay. Yeah, but that was meant to be too. You know, it's it's okay that we do our best. Whether when our loved ones are here and they're still incarnate, or as a message from spirit. Remember to have fun on the show. Yes, 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 we will. No, but it's just I feel like it's really important for us to know that. To remember that. Merely, are you gonna like? Am I gonna not gonna remember what I was gonna say? Because you just want me to have fun? No, it's okay. Yes, it's all right. Thank you. For us to learn these lessons. So, like, for example, when we're some type of a caregiver, whether it's directly a caregiver or indirectly a caregiver or somebody that's involved in the caregiving or the care of somebody's last whatever, you're involved in some way. And whatever you do, there are no mistakes. These are lessons that you come here to learn. The other person agrees. These are collaborative situations, even though they may not seem that way. You know, when my dad transitioned, you know, and I had to make some hard choices and I was young and I really felt like, whatever it took, I didn't, I'm realizing right now that all the choices and I wouldn't have done anything differently. I don't think. Maybe I would have. Well, yeah, I would have. I would have sent him a whole lot of healing, which I didn't know how to do at the time. I didn't know anything about energy healing. Yeah, I surely would have done things differently. Yeah. But anyway, but I know that I did my best. You know what I'm saying? And even with my mom. And with my mom, it was really fascinating because I don't live where she lived. She lives in South Florida. I live in Central Florida. We were hours apart. It was during the mask thing, but I did get to say goodbye to her. And she was able to communicate her a couple of things to me, by the way. She went from like being like kind of incoherent to I know I'm dying. And I'm like, what? No. And she goes, but it's okay. I got to talk to my parents. Both her parents are in spirit. She goes, so I'm dying, but it's okay. I talked to my parents and they said it's okay. And that was like an amazing thing for her to communicate to me. She was in ICU. The doctors never thought she would get out of ICU. They thought she was going to croak on the table. Not only did she get out of ICU, but we got her back home. I said to the hospice, my mom wants to go home. If she's still alive there tomorrow, you bring her home. And they did. They did. And she lived about another few days or whatever, but exactly where she wanted to be, where she got to say, I love you to the people that have been caring for her in assisted living for like 11 years. And I got to visit her with my friend Diane. And there was just so much closure, you know, and then I knew she was going and I told her I was okay with that. I also told her how much I appreciated her sticking around for so long. So, all right. But you know what? It's really okay to be sad, guys. I'm realizing this for myself because I didn't feel like I thought it was silly. Why would I miss somebody who's like in non-physical, like right beside me? I'm like testing. Are you on the right? No, I feel her over here right now. You know what I mean? I mean, you can't lose somebody who's eternal. We're infinite beings. So why, as a psychic medium, why would I feel sadness? Because I am a human in human form right now, and that's what we do. And Trixie, I love you too, honey, but can you stop that? So I just want you all to know that it's really okay. It's really, I'm telling myself this at the same time, but it really is okay. And it's normal. It's normal to
It
grieve,
is okay.
Right?
It's okay. It's okay to do it as much as you want to or as little as you want to.
That's true too. That is Absolutely true too, my dear friend.
I
Okay.
was
Thank you.
thinking about
Thank you
that
very much,
yesterday,
Linda, and thank you, Lakita. Yes, please say that. Go ahead. Mhm.
or was it this morning? I'm not even sure. But years ago, look at. I guess you can tell I write a lot. I have ink all over my arm. Gosh. Um,
Oh, I thought it
years
was a tattoo. I didn't
ago,
know. I'm like, Kimmie has
years
tats. Okay,
ago,
that's cool.
I do, but
Oh, all righty then. See, I was right.
um, years ago, there were set rules for people. A woman had to grieve and wear black for a whole year. There really
Yeah.
is no rules for grieving. There really are none. So, if you're going through, or anybody that's hearing this is going through something right now that's similar, where, you miss your loved one that has passed on, know that it's okay to feel the way you feel when you feel it. It is perfectly okay. There are no rules for this.
That's true.
Everybody is different and everybody grieves in different ways. There's definitely no rules.
Yeah, you're right. I agree with you on every count. Yeah, you're right. And the people weren't
All
allowed to
righty.
marry at a certain right. They weren't allowed to marry until. I mean, I've been watching a lot of like period pieces today in movies. So part of it included like mourning, and they weren't allowed to marry for a year at least, and they had to wear black for a year,
They have
and then
to wear
another one was
black.
took place in a like a Hasidic Jewish household, and they cover the mirrors. I experienced that in my own extended family when I was a child, from I think it was my grandfather. But I remember that. I remember going to a relative's house and they had all the mirrors covered and all of that. And so you couldn't sit on couches. You had to sit on a hard stool or something like that. So you're not allowed to be comfortable. Yeah, I mean it's really interesting some of the stuff that humans come up with. You know,
Mm-hmm.
and Linda says, I truly believe as you think of them, they are there with you. Yeah. They approach your energy field. They help you through the grieving process because cords are strong. I agree. I agree with you. And I often say this, and it's what I know as my truth is that good evening, Nasia. How are you, dear? And is that they're here with that's how we know. We know that they're there with us. If you suddenly start feeling sad and like, oh my God, just I always say, oh hi mom or hi dad, because I just know if I suddenly feel that, oh man, I really miss you, and I start then I know what I know what I know. It's because they're there. It's because
Well,
they're
that's
there
how
with
I
you.
knew Dale was with me this morning, because I woke up thinking about that. And then I decided I wasn't going to think about that and turned on my phone, and there were memories about that. I
Oh
was
my
like,
God.
okay, Dale, I know you're here. I know you're here.
And they are, and they let us know. They let us know when they're there. They're putting our names on the screen too. Okay, I can. This is beautiful. I'm really glad you're all here. We are doing double readings today, and excellent. And the suggested donation is $25. The PayPal and Cash App link are in the comments and in the description. And I just want to say thank you, thank you, thank you. And we do have, so we have Heather first, Heather Graham, and then we have Lakita Young, and then we have someone. Because the incredible Linda Ernest was generous enough to offer a donation for someone to have a double reading tonight. So, any intuits yet about that, Kimmie, or we'll know when the time comes?
Yeah, we'll know when the time comes.
Okay, that sounds like a plan.
All right. So, should we concentrate on Heather?
Let's do that. Yes, let's do that. Do you want to start, or shall I go first?
Well, I'm going to pick cards. I haven't picked any yet.
Okay, well, I haven't either. I'm actually gonna Trixie, I wanted to smudge a little bit, honey. I don't want to smudge my cat. I know. Okay, I'll do the one. I'll do the selenite instead. I am going to quiet my mind for a minute and connect with my guides more. So,
I can do the sage and you do your wand. How's that?
okay, thank you, because I wanted a sage, but she's literally right here, and I don't want to make her nauseated. She's so pretty. She's like, I just want to play with that. Whew, okay.
It was 52 degrees here in Pennsylvania today.
Is that warm for you right now, or is that really cold?
Yeah,
It's warm.
that's very warm.
Oh, I'm so happy. I'm like,
That was a heat wave, Meagan.
wow. But that's cool. That's
A
nice.
literal heat
That's
wave.
cool. Heather's saying
And it's
56
raining
degrees
now.
here. And it's raining.
Oh.
70 here. It's that's what it is where I am too, Lakita. It's 70. Mm-hmm. Of course, it didn't. Actually, we had a nice breeze today too. It was so pretty all day long. And my mom wrote a poem. Okay, I'm gonna go get that. I'll be right back.
Thank you. That's the east, south. Thank you, winds of west, and thank you, winds of north. Circle of life, circle of love, circle of the universe, and circle of love. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry, Kim.
70 there. Wow. 52 was a surprise because I went to the store today and I actually had my winter coat on, and I'm telling you, I was sweating. I was sweating. It was like, okay, this is too hot. A sweatshirt would have been perfect.
Oh my God. Linda says -1. Anybody want a chocolate? Yeah. Sorry, guys. Sorry, Trixie. I dropped all my cards on the floor.
Yeah. 52 is nice.
So one last thing I'm drawn to do. So I'm actually, I've been intending for a year now to take this particular poem of my mom's, and it's my mom's handwriting. And she was a wonderful poet. But this she wrote when she was older. And it's my intention to create a video to go along with this. But if you don't mind, I would just like, it's a short poem, but I'd like to read it. Is that all right, Kimmie?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. It's called I Saw a Kite Today. And look at this. I just want to show you. My mom even has like the margins, note 1.5-inch margins on each side. Yeah. She used to, anyway. Okay. I'll do my best to read it. I've never actually read it out loud, I don't think, but I saw a kite today. I saw a kite today. It floated light as spring beneath the golden opening of the sky. I saw a kite today, then dreamed of when I was 7 and looked up to heaven and wondered how it stayed up there for so long. The breeze was not strong, yet it blew along as if pushed by a gentle hand that only I could see. I saw a kite today. When I went to bed, it floated round my head and brought back dreams of long ago. I did not know I could think back that far, for now you see I am 73. But I saw a kite today. Now somehow life does not seem so far away. Instead of yesterday, I think of now, today. I play with it inside my head, and I'm not dead, but young and free, and still the person I call me. And all because, you see, I saw a kite today. By Elaine Michael.
Beautiful.
Thank you. So there, Mom. You know, when my mom was alive, she was always very focused on fear as far as her work, and never wanted to put it out there. and she had experiences with that when she was young, with plagiarism and things like that. But I also feel like there's so much of her I mean, everything. It's all here. Anything that she ever wrote that is written is here, and some of it was published, but not all of it. And so, anyway, I just really wanted to share that with her approval, with her 100% approval. It was her urging that. Anyway, so there. So I hope you enjoyed that. The mystery and beauty of words, beautiful. Yeah, I was kind of shocked when I first read it that she was 73 when she wrote it, and that she's saying, I'm alive, I'm not dead. I'm like, but you are, Mom, but she's not though, is what I got back. No, I'm not. I'm right here. I'm not dead. I'm not any more dead now than I was when I wrote the poem. You know what I'm saying? So Heather says, wow, very beautiful, insightful. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay. Heather Graham, you are up, my dear. Just grounding, calling in my spirit guides. They're all here, but I just like to do it anyway. It's the ceremony of it where I expand my energy and I connect with my spirit guides, my team, my mom and dad, if they want to do readings with me today, it was a plan that they would be here, so they are. Thank you. Mom's like, especially Mom. I'm calling in the angels and the archangels, expanding my energy out to meet with them, calling in the beautiful benevolent galactic family. I'm calling in the ascended masters, Jesus, Buddha, Muhammad, Mother Mary, Kuan Yin, all who are drawn to do readings with us here tonight, and to help hold this beautiful energy and to bless us with your grace and healing. And I call in source energy, the energy, the great I am, the creator of all. And we are all a part of this beautiful I am presence. And the contrast that we experience in these human incarnations is all to further grow and develop the I am, as we are all fragments of this energy. But there is no contrast in spirit like there is here in the physical realm on this earth plane, which is why Abraham always says we're on the leading edge of thought. We really are creating from a point of power here, because we're experiencing like bumping up against things, and we're able to expand and grow from that new perspective. It's the forgetting that we're these eternal, all-powerful beings, and the incremental remembering and the allowing. Okay, Heather, the first card I'm getting for you today, is it inverted? It is. Are we doing inverted? Well, if you're leaving it up to me. Excuse me, we're having words here. Do it your way. Okay. We're doing inverted today. All right. So the card is arrogance. Get off the. It's like, oh, hi, Lauren. Good to see you. Oh, Linda says, I see a book, maybe a book of poems. I have that same thought. I want to talk to you about that. Yes, I agree with you. Yep. All right. So the card is arrogance. Get off the pedestal. And it's inverted. And that's what I'm saying. I'm really strongly feeling, Heather, that this is more about you stepping into your power, gaining confidence. They're saying agreeing with your confidence. It's saying you're a multidimensional and multi-talented earth being presently. You are this multi-talented being. And they're letting you know have faith in all that you have all that you need right now. There's nothing outside of yourself that you need to bring internally to make you worthy, to make you okay, to make you absolutely abundant and happy and pleased with all that you are and all that you're growing and evolving to be. And I do feel that this is a process for you. I feel like I'm really drawn to these cards right now. They're saying, bad dog, no biscuit. They're saying, don't be ashamed. Don't. There's nothing to be ashamed of. We're exactly where we need to be at every given moment. And now they want me to pull this card. Hold on. Focus on what resonates with you. I feel like you put your own life on hold and your own happiness on hold for a long time, caring for others. And spirit, just that's the main message for you today, is to love yourself and create your own happiness. That this is your time is now. They're saying your time is now. And the last card that I'm getting for you, my dear, is Wonders Universe. Walk in beauty. Walk in beauty. She goes, yeah, that's true. Yeah, I it's so clear. The message is so crystal clear that that's what you did. You put your own happiness and and I don't want to say development because it makes it feel like you didn't develop. That's not true. You have, but your own happiness, expanding your own joy and following your own path. You, in a way, it was put on hold because that was part of your path, part of your co-created mutual decision to help and care give for others. And now it is time for you to take some positive, if you want to, of course, but to take some positive um, Heather steps. That's what they're saying. They're calling them Heather steps. Yeah, for your greatest happiness
Awesome.
and abundance. Kimmie?
All right. So Heather, a bunch of cards came out for you. I'm going to tell you the cards and then I'll tell you the story. Okay. The first card is Sacred Mountain. The second time is Walking in Beauty. The third card is Owl Medicine. The fourth card is Spirit of Water. The fifth card is Thunder Drum. And then we have Storyteller. And I always look on the bottom of the deck, and that is Spirit of Fire. Okay. Okay, so what I'm getting for you, Heather, is to trust yourself. Okay, to trust yourself. You are the sacred mountain. You don't have to go anywhere to find this sacred mountain. The sacred mountain is inside of you. And as you continue on your walk, okay, things are going to become clearer for you. They've been a little emotional lately. Things have been a little bit on the emotional side, maybe a little topsy-turvy, a little wavy. What I'm hearing for you is to walk to the beat of your own drum, okay? To walk to the beat of your own drum. Don't matter what other people do or what they say, just walk to the beat of your own drum. You know things, and you know that you know that you know them, okay? Owl sees through the darkness. Owl sees to the light. Owl can spot a little field mouse from way high up in the treetops, and the field mouse is hardly making any tiny little noise. Okay, you have this ability within you to know what you know, what you know. Clear knowing. Okay, clear knowing. Okay, so let that intuition come into being. Okay, let that intuition come into being. Trust what you're being given and let it light a fire under your butt. Okay, and I'm telling you what they're saying. Okay, light a fire under your butt. Let it light a fire under your butt. Okay, this is your life. This is your story. Okay? You create it how you see fit. You see fit. And march to the beat of your own drum. Okay? March to the beat of your own drum. You're walking on a new path, and now you're walking in the beauty of this new path. Okay? So surround yourself with these beautiful things. Start looking at the beauty that is you. Okay? That is you. That is around you, and that is in you. That is in you. And create that story. Create that story for you, because this is your story. This is your story. This is not my story. This is not Meagan's story. It's not the guy down the street story. This is your story. So they want you to march to the beat of your own drum. Do it your way. You know that song. I did it my way.
My way.
Do it your way. Do it your way. Okay, Heather? And that's what I have for you. And I hope that makes sense.
She says that absolutely resonates. Excellent. Bye, Nasia. Thank you for coming by, my dear. I'm always so happy to see you. That was a beautiful reading, Kimmie. And by the way, I found Shayna, and Shayna's going to share for us and be here as well. So thank you for Shayna, and thank you everybody for sharing. Yes. And she was saying she just got in or just got on or something. Yes. And Heather says, sure does. Thank you. Lauren says, Burger King, have it your way.
You're very welcome.
Hi, Shayna. Thank you for sharing. Start spreading the news. Trixie, please, honey. Trixie, stop it.
Thank you, Shayna.
My mom loved cats, right? She always loved cats. And so while Trixie's laying here sprawled out in front of me.
Now I'm going to be singing that song.
I'm longing to stay.
Thank you for sharing, Lauren.
Thank you for sharing, Lauren. Yeah. So my mom is inspiring.
I am. I'm going to be singing that song now.
I want to be a part of it. No, my mom is inspiring Trixie's actions right now. Because when I was looking at my cat just now, she was staring in my eyes, and I looked at her. I'm like, oh. And my mom's like, I've always loved cats. Now I get to know what it's like to be one, because spirit will blend a lot of times with our furry angels, right, Trixie? She's like, delicious. Room in the ear. Heather says I love cats too. Kieta says, hey, sweet Shayna. Shayna is awesome. Keita says, hi, Shayna. I love you guys. You're all awesome. We are family. All right, who's next? Next is Keita. That was a beautiful reading. Thank you for your patience, Heather. That was Heather's reading from the contest in the group a couple of days ago. And that's right. That's exact. Oh, Heather, this is what you were focusing on. I said, I'm focusing on a heart. Tell me what it's made out of and what it feels like to you. Is it cold? Is it hot? Is it hard? Is it soft? Et cetera, et cetera. I didn't want to give away that it was a crystal, but Heather nailed it. She did. That was great work. I bought this from Amy with Forever Crystals. It's a beautiful crystal. And she has lots and lots of really nice ones. All right, so next up is Keita. If you guys are wanting to get a double reading tonight, you may donate using PayPal or Cashapp. The suggested donation is $25. And so the links are in the comments and in the description. All right, so next up, we have Keita. Hi, Suzanne Debosey. How are you, my dear? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yeah, sometimes I don't see your names on the screen on StreamYard, but I see you on Facebook. So anyway, but I see you now. I see you. There you are. I guess I do see you. Aw. Divine timing, Heather, right? Okay, good.
Did I miss the contest?
It was, I guess so. It was, it was like, I think only 2 people commented, and Heather got it and like right away. So it was really like a mini contest. It was like Spirit wanted Heather to have a reading, I think. That was it. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I haven't been like. Oh, and Heather, about the thing I mentioned to you privately, I will contact you about that. I just haven't really been. My head hasn't been in the game to put it so to speak lately. So I've been taking this time to just relax and not really work so hard. Not that I work hard, but I wasn't working at all. There, I said it. It's so weird, some especially when we really like what we do, and then we get kind of like, at least for me anyway, and then I get like really focused, and then I kind of feel like, you know, I don't want to let anybody down. Like yesterday, I didn't, but I really couldn't do it yesterday. Not in the energy that I wanted to be in, you know. So I just took that time for myself. But I knew today would be here, and I'm so glad Kimmie is here too. It's meant to be. Thank you, Heather. All right.
I'm
Well,
happy to be here.
oh, I am too. I'm so glad. All right, let's see. Kita Young. There you go.
And you know me, I don't usually do nighttime ones. I don't.
I know. I was so surprised when you said yes. I was so happy. I'm like, yay, elation. I said, Kimmie, do you want to go live with me tonight? And she's like, yes. I'm like, whoa, yeah.
I said, yes, I would love to.
Yeah, right? And I was like, oh my God, that made my day. Oh, I get by with a little help from my friends. All right. That's what I'm looking for. Actually, just say I'm here. Just say I'm here, Kita, please. Or I can actually pull up the other one and just go back a little bit. Do 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 do. I don't know how I would have made it through my mom's whole situation without you, Kimmie, and also Debbie Charlton and Kim McElwain and my friend Diane, of course. But I'm just saying, I really, really, really don't know, because you guys were my rock, you especially, I mean, all of you, but I'm just saying you were very close, you and I. And so I don't know how I would have made it, because I'm alone, and I was the only one, the only family that had anything to do with any decision making or whatever. And it's easy to lose your perspective if you're right in the middle of the contrast, and it's something that's highly emotionally charged, like your mom is gonna, you know, and do you do the surgery? Do you say yes? Do you say no? You have doctors pressuring you to make decisions along the lines that they want you to make, but I wasn't making those decisions. I was making other kinds of decisions that were aligned with my soul and my mom's soul, you know? Anyway, so truly, guys, the value of a true friend is just this. There is no, you can't put a price on that, you know?
Yeah.
Thank you, Kimmie.
Yeah, you always go through something for some reason, right?
Yeah, exactly.
I went through it. I went through it pretty much alone, just me and Winter.
Yeah, I under
It
Trixie,
was
honey.
it was difficult because I had never had to deal with anything like that before.
Wow. And that was a long, drawn out situation too. That,
Yes.
when my dad was in the hospital, he was in there for 6 weeks, um, and that felt like a year. So you were actually taking care of Dale for like a year.
Yeah,
or so.
Dale started 10 years prior, off and on, off and on, off and on, off and on.
Oh
Yeah.
wow.
And then the last year, which was pretty much a nightmare to me at the time.
I can hardly fathom, honestly, but we all choose to learn all of the tricks. Honey, please, baby, come on, please lay down. Then just lay down. Okay.
Trixie Boo.
I'm whining. I just caught myself whining on camera. You ever do that with yourself? I do it with myself. I catch myself doing all kinds of things. I'm like, did you just whine? I'm like, yes, I did. It's all right. I'm allowed to whine if I want to whine. Okay. It's really important important that we know that okay, so this is what Spirit was saying, is that we choose to learn all these lessons about love from all these different perspectives, all these different various perspectives. So while in this life I haven't had a multi-year experience, although my mom getting older, but she wasn't sick, not the same thing. So caregiving for a lot of years, that's something that I didn't do in person in this life. I was also not drawn to raise children in this life. Both things I've done in other lives, for certain, the children. Um, but I also feel like it's very, we choose, and we also don't give ourselves more than we can handle. I know that sounds like some um, trite saying, but it's true, you know. And so you and Winter were there together, creating that reality.
Yeah.
Trixie, please, I'm telling you right now, I'm going to ask you to leave the room if you don't stop. Regardless of if my mom is inspiring you to behave like this or not, I'm just saying, you're my kitty cat. Oh, she's pushing my cards with her nose. She's like, here, use this deck. All right, I'll use this deck. All right, so she's asking me to use this deck. All right.
Trixie.
Let me get Kita back. Trixie the camera kitty. Yes. Oh, her tail. She just wagged her tail and knocked the other ducks onto my. Okay, it's okay. I mean, sweet, darling cat, good girl. She's such a good girl. Creating the reality. Remember, what we resist persists. I'm creating my reality right now. Every time I allow myself to be frustrated. I am going to tickle you, cat girl. Okay. Lakita young.
Okay. Thank you.
It's different right now. It's this deck, but I'm drawn to look and see if there's a card missing. No. I don't think I've ever opened the book. Today's not going to be the day I do it either, but I do own it. And I don't think I've.
Oh,
have I? If I did, it was
actually,
like years ago when I bought it.
I think the book to that is pretty on cue with the cards.
Yeah, cool. Oh, I forgot about these.
Yeah. Cards. Okay.
Okay. I'm drawn to, a couple of different decks. Okay, first of all, starting off. Did you want to start, or do you want me to start, Kimmie?
I can start if you want.
Yes, go right ahead. Yeah.
Okay, so Lakita, the first card I have for you, I'm going to tell you the cards and then tell you the story, is Winter's Dream, Gestation Period. The second card is Deep Quiet, Meditation and Stillness. Will o' the Wisp, Treasures Hidden in the Shadows. The Garden of Venus, Rest and Renewal. The Stars in the Sky, Limitless Possibility. And this is the way they flew out, okay? Normally I pick 4 cards, but this is how they flew out. So this is what you're getting. And Perfect Storm, the courage to step into life. So Trixie is letting me know my guides are present for the reading. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. Okay, so So what I'm hearing here is that you went through recently, you went through a period of time that was quiet. It was very quiet. You did a lot of inward work, and soul searching. Okay. Finding yourself in meditation, in stillness, in the quiet, okay, in the shadows of your life. Okay. And what I'm hearing is that this time was supposed to be that way. It was meant to be that way. Okay. Because when we delve into the shadows of who we are, that is where we do find our greatest treasures. Where you see all the beauty that is you, that is inside of you, that you actually are. And it may have felt like a storm at times. It may have felt like a storm at times. Therein is the illusion. These things are not really storms. They're beautiful gardens where we get to look and see who we really are and where our powers are, and open up to the limitless possibilities of all that we are and all that is possible for us. The night was long. The gestation period is over. It's time to come forth out of that deep quiet and that stillness and look around your beautiful garden. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You are a star in the sky. You are a limitless possibility. Everything that you want is within your reach. All your heart's desires. Whew, thank you, Spirit. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. They want you to know that everything that we go through, and this is for all of us, that everything that we go through, there is always a reason, a reason. Okay, there's always a reason for everything we go to, and the illusion is that it's darkness, and it's not darkness. It's not darkness. It's actually beautiful. It's just like this garden on this card where we find ourselves. And I'm getting very emotional here. I'm getting very, very emotional. must be the moon. Wow. So, Lakita, they want you to know that you are a star in the sky. Okay, you're a beautiful star in the sky. There is endless possibilities open to you. Follow your dream. Okay, follow your dream. And that's what I have for you. And I hope that makes sense. If you're talking, Meagan, we can't hear you.
Yep. Thank you for that. Yep. Yeah. I was being okay. Kita says, "Thank you, Miss Kim." Miss Kim.
You're
So
very
while you're
welcome. You
talking,
are very welcome.
it was absolutely a beautiful reading, Kimmie. And while I'm listening, and I have a couple of cards that are out in front of me, right? But this one was just drawing me. Like I just wanted to pick it up and I held it to me, right? Now look at this. You have mentioned the garden. You mentioned flowers. You mentioned beautiful from the inside. You mentioned everything you were mentioning was right all about this card that I'm holding in my hand. You know, I mean, as you were, I didn't want to interrupt, but I was like, oh my God, that's amazing. And she keeps talking about the garden. And in the meantime, the card's like, so, right? Yeah. Exactly. So, cow spirit, the miracles are endless. The miracles are endless. This is truly divine. Let's see. What next, spirit? Okay. Then they're showing you acceptance from the Divine Dog Wisdom cards. Acceptance, loving what is. So you are indeed exactly where you're supposed to be in this now moment. They're saying that sometimes you can still be critical of yourself. They're saying harsh on yourself and others. Because you know, when we're critical with ourselves, then we perceive the world through that lens. So they're just bringing your awareness to it and talking about loving what is. Loving what is, accepting yourself as you are in this now moment. You are indeed a powerful creator. There is no doubt about that. And you're at a totally, like Kimmie was saying, a beautiful time in your earthly experience right now. And I feel like during the full moon, they've been working with me all throughout the month of February. And when I do these readings for people, bringing up something that needs to be cleared, and that would be. But it doesn't feel like anything stuck. It just feels like they're just bringing your awareness to it. You know. The next card I'm getting for you is.
So hot.
Are you?
Wow.
That Kita was saying that she is too. So you guys were
Holy
like,
crap!
Wow. Are you okay? You want to get some water or something?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Then go get water, my dear friend. I'll drink some for us both. Seahorse spirit. Watch and wait. Well, that's interesting. And it's number 53. Now, what are you saying there, spirit? They're saying the best is yet to come. To watch how this unfolds. What does the word perspicacious mean? Does anybody know? I have to know.
I don't even think I've ever heard of it.
Yeah, well, I heard it in a movie last night. It didn't stop bothering me. Not bothering, but kind of bothering me because I didn't know what it meant. And I still don't, but it just came up now. So hang on. Perspicacious. Perspicacious. Having a ready insight into and understanding of things. Perspicacious. Spirit said you are perspicacious, Lakita. Yep. Having a ready insight into and understanding of things. They give it similar, would be discerning, shrewd, perceptive, astute, penetrating, observant. How's that for cool, huh? Brand new word, perspicacious.
I love learning
Never heard that.
New things. Am I going to remember that tomorrow?
Probably. Well, you will if it's meant to. If you were meant to, because I remembered it from that movie. I watched this whole movie, and one word really just jumped out at me, and I didn't know they were going to use it today in a reading. Now I'm like, oh, that was a good reason. Huh?
How do you spell that?
Perspicacious. 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 Perspicacious.
Okay.
It's a good word. It's a good word. Yeah. Will I remember what it means? Yep. Having ready insight into an understanding of things. Lakita Young is perspicacious. Let me bring her back here. There you go. All right. Excellent. Now the next card I'm getting for you doesn't surprise me at all. It was inverted, and it's the grounding card. Get grounded. Empaths, highly intuitive, sensitives, and connecting with nature. And so they want to remind you. She's literally biting her nail while I'm. Silly kitty cat. Look at this. She's like, I'm just grooming. What? Oh, you stopped doing it? A minute ago you were biting it. You were. Never mind. She doesn't want to show you. I thought it was so cute. She's like, oh. They're reminding you to ground because you are perspicacious. You are a highly sensitive person. You are quite astute. And you're up in your head a lot because you're also very intelligent intellectually. And so spirit is reminding you that sometimes you tend to analyze and think, but when you don't ground enough and meditate or however that looks for you, salt baths, trance healing, whatever it is, I'm just sharing whatever comes up, then you wind up thinking, and you're thinking about the perceptions that you're receiving. So you don't want to. So that's what they're talking about, is to quiet the human mind, so that when you are receiving and sharing, it comes from the heart center instead of our head. All right. I have one more for you, and it's Be Spirit, number 7. Be Spirit, sweet results await. Yeah, for sure. I mean, that's what they were saying before, but with the seahorse, to watch and wait. So this is unfolding for you. I like these cards too, Linda. Thank you. At your miracles, the miracles are endless. To watch and wait about the situation, and the sweet results await. This is a really great reading. I hope you liked it. And it's of course aligned with Kimmie's reading, and I just love you guys. So thank you very much. She says understandable. Good. I'm glad it resonates with you, my dear. I really am. I know it was. They said that you would understand it. So.
Oh yes, I remember your bee ancestors. Yes.
Bee ancestors. Beautiful reading. Oh, I'm so glad. I'm so glad it resonated with you, and you're very, very welcome. You're welcome. Thank you for your generous donation. Next up is welcome. Linda, but it's not Linda because Linda has donated this reading. So everybody that's here that would like a reading, it's a gift from Linda Ernest. Say yes, and Kimmie and I will intuit. Spirit will point that out who it belongs to. So just say, how are you too, Kita? Thank you for being here. So if you'd like a reading right now, that's gifted. Okay, so we've got Lauren. Who else? Suzanne. Hi, Suzanne. Chetta. You know what? I'm going to write all the names down too, and then how about we both tune in and let's do this, do that. Yeah. Okay, so we have Lauren, Suzanne, and Chetta. Is there anybody else?
Jody.
Ah, There we go. And Jody. Thank you, Jody. Now we can either intuit or I could put their names in the random name generator and let Spirit choose it that way. Do you know who it is yet,
Yeah,
Kimmie?
do it that way. Do it that way.
Then that's what we'll do. All right. We got
The random
perspicacious.
thingy.
All right. Yes, we will do that. Yeah, I wasn't getting. Okay. Random name generator wheel. Here we go. And I'll put it up on the screen so you guys can watch. It's totally fun. All right. I have used this before. Give me those names again, please, Kimmie.
Lauren.
Yep.
Suzanne.
Okay.
Chetta.
Yes.
And
Jody. Right. All right. I'm going to share the screen so you guys can see. Share screen. Okay. Right here. Can you guys see this? I don't even know if you guys can hear me. Oh, you should be able to hear me. All right. Can you still hear me, Kimmie?
We can see.
Okay, so here we go. We're going to spin the wheel. All right, so we have Lauren, Chetta, Suzanne, and Jody. You ready, Spirit? Click to spin. Congratulations, Chetta.
Chetta. Yay.
You are the winner, my dear. You are the winner. You are the recipient of this beautiful reading from the amazing and generous Linda Ernest. So let me remove the. Isn't that fun? I love that wheel. I really do. I just love that so much. All right. Okay, let me remove.
All right.
Why are we so tiny?
Awesome.
Chetta says, "Oh wow, thank you very much. You are so welcome." All right. Are you drawn to start, Kimmie, or? Normally, when I read with people, they always look for me to start.
Something...
I'm fine. Either way, it just comes to me whenever I'm ready. But I'm also happy if you want to start too. Totally cool.
Okay. I'm a little slower at night, Meagan.
You are awesome. You are always awesome. Oh, I know what I'm.
For Chetta.
There we go. Now I got it. Oops. Really? Okay. Which one is it?
All right. For Chetta, for the highest bid, please. Thank you, Spirit.
Okay. So the cards that we're starting out with, they literally just were falling, and these are the two that jumped out as I caught the deck, and none of them fell, which is cool. So the Crumbling. Now this is like the Tower card. People liken it to the Tower card. Hello and welcome, Latia. Or I don't know if I pronounced your name correctly, but I try, and welcome. Glad you're here. All right, this reading is, again, for Chetta. So what are you clinging on to? So this is something that's like the end of a cycle, like the number 9, or something that no longer serves you, and you're still something. We all have something. Otherwise, we would be done with this incarnation already. Oh, good. God did. Excellent. But this is what they're saying to you. And then they're also showing you the Starseed card. What lights you up? What lights you up? So I'm feeling like they're talking about stagnation, being stagnant, stagnation. Not seeing the forest of the trees. Allowing yourself to be present in every now moment. They're saying your guidance is divinely guided. Follow that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Look at this. Then you're getting number 1, the Ant Spirit card. They're talking about time to collaborate. I'm very drawn to stay with the, well, at least for now anyway, with the Work Your Light Oracle cards. I forgot the name of the deck. But there's another card in here for you.
I do that all the time.
Yeah? I'm like, it's the
I
one.
always forget the names of my decks.
I only have a few
Always.
of them, so it's not like a bit, but it sometimes happens. They're all like part of me. They're all like, I only have like 5 that I work with on a regular basis, but I'm really connected to all of them. The next card is this one right here. Answer the call. What is your soul calling you to do? Which
Oh
is
my
really
living
interesting.
God.
Did you get it too? Did you pull the same card?
Look.
Oh my God. We sure did. That's the card.
All
Answer
right,
the call.
Cheddar, honey, you got a message out there.
Yep. And that's why they're saying,
Whoa.
what lights you up? What lights you
Yep.
up? Because you have something, and it's going to include more, other people. I'm actually seeing like a Facebook group. They're actually even saying focus group, which they're saying collaboration with more than one. They're saying with others. They're bringing my awareness to my palms. And I've got swirling energy in both palms. Now, this is generally a sign for me from spirit that you work with, you do either Reiki or some type of energy healing. And if you don't already, you certainly can, because it's something that's already present in your energy. I have my hands over here. You can't see them, but the energy is swirling around in each. It's interesting. This one's swirling counterclockwise and this one is swirling clockwise. So the energy vortexes are spinning toward each other. Is that significant? There's not as much as I might think it is. Okay. Well, it felt significant to me. The point is that the energy in the hands. So is that something that you do now currently? She goes, wow, I didn't know, but thank you. Okay. Well, now you know. Yeah. Yep. They're saying healing is part of your path's history. Your path's history. They're also saying working with your hands. What is metallurgy? Like, is that metal work or something? Do you do any kind of art or work with your hands, like with metal or something? Cheddar says, I would love to be able to help others someday.
Good night, Linda.
Oh, Linda, thank you so much for your beautiful reading for Cheddar. Thank you again, my dear. And thank you for being here. You are always such a beautiful ray of sunshine, and we love and appreciate you deeply. And I feel that day can be today, Cheddar. I don't. There's the only thing holding you back is maybe your belief that you can help people. She goes, no, I'm not crafty at all. Okay, well, you've got skills that you haven't tapped into, for sure. I mean, I'm not suggesting that you're looking into something that doesn't feel interesting to you, but I am suggesting, and spirit is again bringing you to what lights you up. What are you being called to do? So you find your own joy. And the last card that I'm getting for you is awakening. They're saying energetic upgrades, a new way of being, integration. I feel that this is going to be something new for you. Listen, when I first started doing readings, it was only about like 5 years ago. And I didn't know I was psychic. I didn't know I could do readings. But all of a sudden, not only did I start doing readings, but I started doing them live. And I've told you guys that before. I didn't start doing private readings. And then one day I got up to public readings. I started doing live stream readings. And then I got clients privately from my live stream readings. So my point, using myself as an example, because I wouldn't have had any idea a year before that or any years before that I would be doing this. And yet here I am. And so you definitely have energy in your hands, healing, massage, art. Find what you're inspired to do and follow that. Let go of your belief let go of any beliefs that you're carrying that which say that I can't, or I'm not crafty, or I'm not this, or I'm not that. Let that stuff go, because you're going to find that you have it in the palm of your hands, all that you really want to be and do, because you've done it before and you're going to do it again. from a higher perspective. They're saying a higher, more evolved perspective. Because when you overcome the limiting beliefs right now, your ability to do is going to be exponentially greater than it ever was in any other incarnation, which of course will carry over into other incarnations as well. So it feels really big and beautiful. And clearly the reading was meant for you today. And I'm so glad that I've had the opportunity to share from Spirit. And I will pass it to Kimmie.
All right. Beautiful. Okay, so Chetta, you've been on my lives before. And this is not the first time you've got answer the call. Okay, it's not. Okay, so I'm going to tell you the cards that came out for you and then give you the story or the scoop. Okay, the first card for you, Chetta, which I'm pretty sure this has come out before, is Wounded Healer. The second card is Song of the Wild. What's standing out on this card for me right now is that beautiful rainbow in the background. And rainbows represent hope. Okay. The third card is Answering the Call. The fourth card is Shapeshifter. And the fifth card is Many Masks, the Authentic Self. Okay, so this is what I'm hearing for you, honey. All the stuff, Chetta, that you've gone through is for a reason. And they're telling me to be as point blank as they're saying it. Okay, and I'm going to. Okay, they're saying that all the stuff that you went through was meant so that you could help to heal other people. Period. Okay? You are meant to heal other people. You have healing abilities in your hands. There is no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Mm-hmm. And they're saying to be point blank, and I'm being as point blank as you want me to.
Very direct
They're
here.
saying, I know, I'm going, how much more point blank can I get? They're saying it's time for you to accept who you are. You know this deep down inside of you. Okay? The authentic self. Okay? It's time for you to accept who you are. You know it deep down inside of you. You've been hiding it behind many, many masks. But you know, okay? You know. All right? It's time to answer this call, Chetta. It's time for you to answer this call. When you take that step, I'm going there. When you take that step in that direction, okay? When you take that first step, yes, I'm going to answer this call. Finally, I'm doing it. Okay? I am doing it. Okay? Things are going to start changing around for you big time. Okay? You're going to start seeing the abundance that you've been hoping for and dreaming for. Things are going to shift in big ways, gigantic ways, ginormous ways. Okay? Take those experiences, Chetta. Okay? They were hurtful to you. Okay? And you're healing from them. Okay? You're healing from them. Take those experiences and use those experiences to help the other people that you are meant to help. And if you're worried about who's going to listen to me, don't worry about it. Whoever's meant to hear you will come. Period. Whoever is meant to hear you will come. Cheddar, they're not playing around with you now. They're not. They're saying, you got to do this, okay? You got to do this. There's somebody out there that needs your help. They don't need my help.
Oh, sorry.
They don't need Meagan's help. They don't need Linda's help. They need your help, okay? They need your help. So be your authentic self. Stop hiding. Stop hiding. Answer the call. You are a healer.
Yeah.
And now I feel like I'm going to cry.
I love that.
Holy crap.
That's beautiful.
Thank you. Thank you.
She says, how do I begin?
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Just do it. Just say you're going to do it, and they will guide you the rest of the way.
Yeah. How do I begin, Spirit? You know, what's next, Spirit?
Yep.
Open-ended questions like that. Like, she goes, oh my God, me too. Thank you very much, Kimmie. I love that. And just at the while Kimmie was reading for you, I just wanted to share what Spirit had me pull, which is to be open to infinite possibility, which is starfish. And then I also got the cow spirit back. This is a special card tonight for sure, that the miracles are endless. So yeah, open to infinite possibility because you've got this and the miracles are endless. That was an amazing reading,
awesome,
Kimmie. And
Cheddar's
ready. She goes, I'm going to start today.
Yay.
I love it.
I'm so happy for you.
Oh, this is awesome. Oops, that's what I was trying to pull it back on this.
Awesome.
Thank you. Thank you.
And
so
you got that answer your call card twice, once from Meagan and once from me. Okay? That's imperative. It's imperative that you do that.
Yeah. Yeah, that was amazing. You know, I mean,
I couldn't
look at
even
all the
keep my mouth shut when you said that. I couldn't keep my mouth shut. It just flew out.
Oh, I loved it. I mean, and look at all the synchronicities that had to line up, all the cooperative components, Spirit says, that had to line up in order for Cheddar to get this reading tonight, and then for us to pull the same card for her at the same time. You know? So
absolutely.
Yeah. Oh, I love it.
Absolutely.
I love it. I love it. Now, does anybody else want a reading tonight? We are doing the double readings for a suggested donation of $25. If that's something you want to do, let us know in the comments. I don't think we're going to be on that much longer, but maybe 20 minutes at the most. How does that sound to you, Kimmie? Is that all right?
Yeah, that's about it.
Yeah.
I'm really,
I agree.
really hot now.
Okay. I love it. I want to share something else that I'm drawn to share. So I don't know why I'm drawn to share this, but it's going to resonate with somebody. So,
hi, Don.
Hi, Don. Welcome. I recognized the other day that I was eating a lot. I used to use food for emotions, you know.
The PayPal should be in the link.
Oh, yeah. And I'll get that for you again, my dear. So anyway, I recognized that I was doing that again.
In the comments.
I recognized, yes, and I will get you that link again as well. But I recognized that was something that I was doing and that I was stuffing down some emotions. And so I was eating. I wound up eating like a few pounds of peanut butter pretzels before I realized, oh, wait a minute, this is a problem. I mean, it doesn't have to, not necessarily a problem, but I'm being illuminated. I'm understanding that I'm putting this in the comments right now again. It's just something that I recognize. Hang on, I can't really think and talk. Wait, why am I talking to myself? Now there's a reason I'm bringing it up, and or Spirit's bringing to my attention. But let me go ahead and share.
I know you really like the pretzels.
It was ridiculous. I don't know why I suddenly liked them so much. Well, yes, I kind of do. I mean, for sure, it was. It's got corn syrup in it. I mean, they weren't healthy things. So between the wheat and the sugar and corn syrup, I mean, they were and salty, sweet, that kind of addictive nature. But I was okay in the beginning, and then I recognized that I was eating them like all the time for about a week, and but I also recognize that I was really. You want to go there tonight, guys? Let us know, Jody and Don. Let us know if you donate, and then you guys will be next, and you'll be the last ones for the night. Okay. All right. I guess I'm going to share this. All right. So I make a long story short. All right, Spirit. I get that. They're showing me this. So I have an elderly neighbor. I've mentioned him before. I'm not going to go into detail, but I am going to say that he's been living next to me for like 5 years. I always sensed, I knew he was, that he wanted more than a neighborly friendship or whatever. And he was never going to have a chance with that, not in a gazillion years. But I also recognized that I was able to see him through the eyes of source, through the eyes of love. Right? Not in love, but just oh, good night. Welcome. I mean, good night, Lauren. Thank you for being here, my dear. And the squirrels. So, but the thing is that he put something, so we would exchange food. Like I would leave him and he and his fiance like cake on the doorknob and in a bag. And then I would knock and then leave. And so they could find the cakes as a surprise, whatever. And then he would leave me like fruits and vegetables because he knew I didn't eat cake. I thought that's why. Anyway. It was realizing with a clearer perspective. It always had a sexual innuendo, like a banana and two apples. I even remember saying that to Diane a few years ago. I'm like, look, that's supposed to be like something like a male apparatus, and she's like, oh, I never thought I would have thought of that. And I let that stuff go. I really had a normalish neighborly situation. I thought I did. I really because I was in alignment. Okay, I mean he would have liked to complain all the time and try to manipulate, but I didn't allow any of that to happen. I was in control the whole time. And then was it like last week or the week before? He left a bag on my door with a banana, which is no surprise, and a bottle of sexual lubricant. So
John donated, honey.
Thank you, Don. You are going to be next, my dear. And so I was so shocked and I wasn't sure what to do. I wanted to talk to Kimmie. Okay, I see it right here. Thank you, Don, on PayPal. Thank you. Thank you. You're next. I just want to share this. I want to finish sharing this because I think it's really important. I know it's important. It's important that I share it. That's why they showed me the vulnerability card. Yeah. And so I'm like, I'm like, Spirit, what do I do? Why did this even happen? And now, I mean, so it made me question everything. And then I wanted to talk to Kimmie about it or something, but I'm like, do I want to mention it? Do I want to bring these low vibrations? Because I was definitely in a downward spiral that day. I was. And I had to process a lot of stuff, and it didn't make me feel anything. I was inspired to feel unsafe. Okay. I was inspired to feel somewhat unsafe by his actions. Look, a lot of us have been through something unwanted in the past. Hi, Allison. Great to see you. A lot of us have been through some kind of a situation in the past. The Me Too thing. Okay. So some of us, sorry, I forgot my pass. Okay. All right, dear. I'm glad you're here. There's a message for you anyway. So just follow along and you'll know it when you receive it. So anyway, what I wound up doing is processing that. And I also realized that was part of the reason I was eating so many pretzels. Because years ago, I ate myself to a very, very large size for my way more weight than my height was. It wasn't a good ratio for me, and I did that because I felt unsafe.
So it was soothing.
It was soothing, and it was also a protective layer. I used the excess weight as a. I didn't know it at the time. Literally, I heard Dr. Phil say it. I think I was in my 20s when I heard him say that. I'm like, what? But but like, because like Dr. Phillips, he's not one of my faves, but he was right about this. That this girl was wearing her weight like a parka, like a big heavy jacket, so she couldn't be sexualized by people. That's what she perceived, and so that's really what I was doing. I recognized, yes, it was soothing, right? Because it made me feel good or whatever at the time, but it was also but the fact that I became aware of it, that was one of those things I was talking about earlier, where spirit drops something into our awareness that we know is spirit, because I wasn't looking at it that way. I was thinking this doesn't feel good anymore. I'm eating too many of these pretzels. It's not good for my body. I don't like the way I feel. So why am I still doing it? And then I decided that I wasn't going to buy anymore after I was done, but I had to process this through. And so that was the reason. Yeah, that was the reason. So, and let me see. Heather says, that's what I've done, dealt with weight since childhood. Me too. Let me remove this person from, it's not a person, it's a bot on YouTube. Yeah, that's, in my family, that was a thing. You know, food was a comfort, food was solace, food was celebration, food was, but yeah, but in my life, it became a little more than that. So I did, by the way, with the neighbor, I called the police. I put a lot of thought into it, and I felt drawn to do that, but I reported it over the phone. They said there's nothing they can do anyway because it wasn't criminal, which made me feel very dismissed. Like, you know what I mean? Because I'm older and he's way older. And they're like, well, how do you know it was him? What do you mean, how do I know it was him? He hung it on my door. Like he always, you know what I mean? Whatever. And his girlfriend knew it was him too. And she was like, oh, I'm so shocked. I'm so embarrassed. I'm like, you didn't do it. He did it. She goes, no, but I feel like I'm responsible. Okay. They have their own issues, you know? But, you know, I was really shocked because I really thought that, I couldn't believe I attracted that, and that the whole connection that I had with this older man and feeling concern for him if he didn't come out of his house, like maybe he died there or something, and you know, all these years and being nice to them, and I didn't, you know, it's like I thought, well, did I was I duped? But I wasn't duped because I knew from the very beginning what he was all about. I always knew. I just didn't look at him through that lens. And if I would have been looking at him through that lens of fear or paranoia all these years, I wouldn't have had the same amazing bunch of years that I've had, you know, because he was going to be my neighbor anyway. He wasn't leaving. So I always maintained my own control. I feel like this was the ultimate lesson for me, or test. We don't really test ourselves, but kind of like, here it is one last time. Did you learn this lesson yet, or did you not? You know, are you still giving away your power? No, I'm not. You know, do I feel like all violated and vulnerable now? Well, I did for a couple of hours, maybe even a day, but I don't. You know, I don't because I never gave him my power. I never for a moment trusted him, never, but I did love him through the eyes of source. And I treated him with loving kindness. And I didn't do it in spite of the fact that I felt he was, yes, I guess I kind of did, but I didn't constantly think about the impression that I had of him, my intuitive gut feeling about him. I didn't. I allowed that to just, you know, just ignore it. You know what I'm saying? And focus on the love. So I just had to share that because spirit wanted me to. So it's going to connect with somebody at the right time, whether you're here now or on the replay. Yeah. Yeah. And you know what? Just, I do want to mention that it's easy for even now, even in this now reality, when people are being, or women, whatever, are being, men too, are being taken seriously about, you know, other people being sexual predators. It felt the police were very dismissive. And I felt it was because of my age and because of his age. He's like 80 or something. But, you know, it is what it is. And so remember, don't outsource your power to anybody. That includes the police or neighbors or other people. You are in control of your own vibration. You're in control of your own happiness. You're in control of your own truth. And I was able to have a healthy relationship with this neighbor for all these years because I looked at it through the eyes of source. And now I completely ghosted him 100% because that's what my gut told me to do. Not what the police wanted me to do, not what my friends wanted me to do. I'm not saying all my friends, but one of them said, well, you should just tell him that you don't ever send me anything else. And I thought, no, I'm 100% drawn not to say another word to him ever. Done. Because that's what people like that want. They want that ongoing communication. They want to shock you and make you, and then you're inspired to talk or feel vulnerable or something. Not a chance. Not a chance. I ghosted him, and he doesn't exist. And I've never seen him since. And he lives right next door. Might I see him one day? Maybe. Maybe. But he will never have my attention again. I will never help him with his computer. I will not send him food. We are not, you know what I'm saying? That he well, he threw that opportunity out the window. I was the only neighbor that didn't hate him, honestly, that I'm aware of, because he's very racist, and I'm not at all. But anyway, people make their own choices, and that was a lesson that I had to be reminded of, and I passed. I feel like I passed the test. Okay, Don is up. Thank you very much for your donation, Don, and thank you, Kimmie. Would you like to go first, Kimmie?
Yep, I would.
I would love that. Thank you.
Okay, Don. All right. I'm going to tell you the cards, Don, because I've never read for tell you what the cards are, because I have never read for you before. This is how I do it. I tell you what the cards are, and then I tell you the story that Spirit gives me to go with it, okay? The first card you have is Wise One. Grow within your current situation. Let's see if we can get that in there. It's a beautiful card. Check out the raven and the owl and the moon.
That is beautiful. Very powerful.
The second, yes, very. The second card is High Priestess, harness mystic power.
Ooh, I like those cards. I like the cat.
Yeah, this is the Angels and Ancestors deck.
I like that one.
The third card is Elder. Move beyond ancestral patterns. The fourth card is Air Guardian. Shift your perception. The fifth card is Broken Arrow. Embrace the energy of peace. And the sixth card that popped out is Stargazer. Set your sights higher. Okay.
I like that.
Okay, Don, I'm getting the goosebumps. And when I get the goosebumps, wow. You've got some really strong energy. Okay? You have really, really strong energy.
Yep.
When I do a reading, I ask one of your guides to step forward, and I can feel this energy, and it is really super strong. Really super strong. So, Wise One, grow within your current situation. I'm being brought to the owl in the picture and the moon, okay, and the beautiful raven that this woman is holding, okay. You are a very, very powerful person, even though you may not know that, okay. Spiritually, you are a very powerful person, okay. To have, and I'm feeling this very strongly, to have the owl with you, okay. The owl is all about wisdom and knowledge, okay. This is what's inside of you, the wisdom and knowledge. And the raven represents all things magic, okay. And then on top of that, you got the high priestess saying, harness your mystic power, okay. You are a powerful soul, although you may not realize it yet, okay. You also have the elder here that says, move beyond your ancestral patterns. Things have happened in the past, in this lifetime, and in your past reincarnations, okay? that may be at some point holding you back with some limiting beliefs. Okay. Limiting beliefs are thoughts that are inside of your head that maybe you grew up with, that you're maybe not worthy enough, you're not good enough. Okay. Your guides want you to know right now that you are, and they want you to set your sights higher. Okay. Okay. To look at this awesome part of you. Okay. Look at this awesome part of you. Stargazer, set your sights higher. Air Guardian, shift that perception. Shift your perception and bring about that energy of peace with your own self. Okay? With your own self, Don. I'm seriously like shaking like a leaf here. This is how strong your energy is. Okay? And this is how strong the energy of Source is right now, too. And it's like very, very powerful. Whew. So, what they're saying for you is release those limiting beliefs about yourself. It's about yourself, Don. Release those limiting beliefs about yourself, because you are one powerful dude. You are one powerful dude. Shift your perception, okay? And when you shift your perception and you start to work on these limiting beliefs, okay, that maybe you're not worthy enough. Maybe this path is for so and so. It's not. This path is for you as well. Okay, this path is for you. You're growing right now within this situation that you're in. And this is why things happen, so that we can actually grow and blossom into the person that we're meant to be. Okay, that we came here to be. And you came here to be a powerful human being with awesome magic behind you. Awesome magic behind you. So come to terms with this. Come to terms with this and be at peace with it within yourself. And know that everything is going to be okay. Everything is okay. Everything is okay. You're on this path for a reason. And Spirit is going to show you the reason. Without a doubt, Spirit's going to show you the reason. And that's what I have for you. And I hope that makes sense.
Don says yes, thank you.
Ooh.
That was beautiful, Kimmie. And I've got 6 cards for Don that are in alignment with everything that you were saying. The first one that came in reverse, which is significant, you be you. So when a card comes in reverse, when I'm reading them in that way, it means that it's the opposite meaning, basically. So Spirit is, they gave me 2 cards together, both in reverse, about honoring your gifts, okay, and about being yourself. So I feel like this has been, I agree with Kimmie 100% that your energy is very strong. Your guidance is very potent, they're saying. And that up until this time, I feel like you're going through like an awakening now. You're definitely, Spirit is saying that they have your back. You get Eagle Spirit, which is number 23. All right, which is 2 and plus 3 is 5. That's the number of change. Spirit has your back. They're also saying that you're exactly where you need to be right now, but you're also moving into unknown territory. So that's really where you are. So focusing on being, who am I? What do I like? You know, getting down to understanding who is that? Who is Don? Who is Don? What does Don like? What color do I like? What foods do I like? Not what other people are doing, or, you know, family members, whatever, what I like, what I genuinely prefer in this now moment, because it may be totally different than what you preferred when you were like 12 or 18 or, or 20. So, and you definitely have gifts. You have psychic gifts. There's no doubt about that. I mean, everybody does, but you're specifically, we're taught spirit is calling your attention to that. They also brought out the Crumbling Card, which again is like the Tower card in the tarot deck. And it says, what are you clinging? Let me read it forward. What are you clinging on to? So again, this is also about change. Your whole reading for me that I'm seeing is about change, about getting more into alignment with your own gifts and with your own guidance, and just being more of yourself. Because they're saying celebration, celebration, celebration. Just let go, be free. Um, okay, one more card. Which one? This. Okay, in this deck. Let's see what they want to pull. It's number 56, which is 11, of course. Spider Spirit, make your dreams real. They're making me feel like in my heart, like something you've been drawn to, or you're feeling passionate about, some kind of longing, even. They're even using the word desperation. There's a lot going on here, and I feel like it's multifold. Because on the one hand, I feel like it's about like your intuitive gifts, but on the other hand, it's more than that. It's more than that. It's also about your as a person, and being more authentically you, and that the image of who Don Mathis was for all these years is shifting now. It's shifting because you are shifting inside. You are shifting energetically. And so as you're shifting and moving, your it's not even a word. Perceptibility? I don't think it's a word, but the way that people perceive you is going to shift too. But most importantly is how you perceive you. And the energy, they're saying stand strong and be yourself and trust that you know what to do, and that you will know what to do when the time comes. Because in every given moment, you are receiving your guidance, and your guides are they're saying proactive and active.
Yes, they are.
Right? And they brought me literally back to Spider Spirit, which I thought was I put back in the deck. So they're reminding you, and 11 is about change and awakening, and the number 5 is about change. So this reading, I really feel, is a lot for you about becoming who you are becoming in this now moment, and you're definitely going through an evolutionary process. And they're saying success be with you. Yeah, go ahead, please.
Spiders are also the guardians of the primordial alphabet. Do you write at all, Don?
Oh, good question. Do you write, Don?
I did have one more card for him, if that's okay.
Please. Yeah, 100%. I'm just going to show the last one that I got, which is Valiant
Don,
Courage and Take Action with Passion. Please go right ahead, Kimmie. Mm-hmm. No, he does not write.
Okay. No, okay. While Meagan was telling you your reading, I kept getting the message for you to trust what you're receiving. Okay. So the card is Father Sky, trust in the unknown. This is something that you're entering into that you're not really sure about, but trust what you're getting. Okay. You have very, very powerful guides with you. Mm-hmm. Trust what you're receiving. I'd love to do an animal spirit guide reading for you one day. I would love to.
That would be fascinating. Yeah, and if anybody, if you want to book, sorry, I'm putting my stuff away at the same time. If you want to book a private reading, ow, Meagan. Oh, ow, Meagan. Ow, oh, ow. He says, yes, I will. Thank you very much. Yeah, I was going to say, just inbox Kimmie. If you want to book a private reading with Kimmie, you can inbox Kim. This is Meagan, in case you don't know. This is Meagan. What? I love you too. What's going on, girl? What's up? She's like really excited right now. Yeah, so you can book a reading. I love you too. I love you too. Yes, I'm going to give you treats as soon as I'm done. We're almost done. She goes, Mommy, isn't it treat time yet? Yes, it is. Trixie's like, ow, okay, I'm giving you 5 minutes. Almost done. Okay, so if you'd like to book a private session with Kimmie or myself, inbox us on Facebook. If you're watching on YouTube, whether now or in the future, you can, if you're on Facebook, find us both on Facebook, cmeaganmichael and Kimmie Siegl. Also, you can find us both at High Vibrational Events on Facebook, and you can inbox us there. If you're on YouTube and you're not on Facebook, then you can find, you can email me at highvibrationalmastery@gmail.com. And Kimmie, what is your email address? Are you frozen?
It's Kim Siegl at yahoo.com.
Kim Siegl, Siegl.
Did I freeze?
Yes. Yeah. But you're back now.
At yahoo.com.
At yahoo.com. Also, we have two amazing groups, High Vibrational Mastery, the group on Facebook, and Rainbow Journey, which is Kim's group, Rainbow Journey, the group on Facebook. And so we invite you to go ahead and join our groups. We would love to see you. Also, follow our page, High Vibrational Events. Every Thursday, we do Spirit Collabs. Wednesday, I do, you know what? It's evolving. Spirit just, High Vibrational Events presents, just go to High Vibrational Events and like and follow, because you're going to see a lot more of Kimmie, a lot more of me, and a lot more of other people who you're going to be really either happy to see again or to be introduced to. And we would love for you to be there. So is there anything else you want to add, Kim?
No, I think I'm pretty good. I think you covered it all.
All right. Excellent. We love you. And if anybody ever wants to book a double private session with Kim and I, we don't have it listed on the site, but we do offer those. So just inbox one of us and let us know. All right. Thank you so much for being here tonight. We love you. I honor and appreciate every single one of you. Thank you, Mom, for being here with us tonight. And thank you, Spirit. And thank you, Meagan and Trixie and Chevy and my furry family. And thank you, Kim, for being such an amazing friend in this life and other lives.
I love you.
I love you too.
And I just want to say, as I always say, remember always to encourage each other and lift each other up. Okay? Mwah. Bye-bye.